Hey, Miss Gideon here. I want to do a couple of these practice problems with you from Unit 6, Lesson 2. So I'm going to read the problem and then we're going to just go through it and I'm going to show you how to complete it. So Jaden has a part-time job working for a landscaping company. He earns $25 for each lawn mowing job, which represents the letter L. So, and $20 for each pulling weeds job, which is W. This can be modeled by 25L plus 20W. Evaluate L equals 4 and W equals 6 to find how much money Jaden will earn for 4 lawn mowing jobs and 6 pulling weeds jobs. All right, so this is like information overload. There's just a few things you need to understand. All right, so we know that he earns $25 for each of the L or lawn mowing jobs. We know he has $20 for each of the weed pulling jobs, W. And they already set up the formula. So we got 25L. And remember, when you have two things together, like we've got 25L, we don't put a multiplication sign in between them. It really just means 25 times L. And then we have the plus 20W. So I just took this formula and rewrote it. Write this stuff down on paper, guys. Or if you have a tablet, get a whiteboard up and solve it there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look and see that L equals 4. So where the letter L is, we're going to replace it with the number 4. So I copy the 25, and I really can't put 4 there. I'm either going to have to put a parentheses, or I'm going to have to put 25 times 4. But normally in math, we just use the parentheses as you get older in your mathematics skills. So 25 times 4, parenthesis 4 means times 4, plus I've got 20, and the value for W is 6. So I'm going to multiply by 6. Now this is just telling you extra stuff, so we really don't need that. We already have that information. Now remember, I've told you for some Unit 4 on, you can use your calculator. So I'm going to do 25 times 4 there in my Desmos calculator. Sorry, I forgot. I thought I had it up already. There we go. And this is the calculator that's on the M-step test. That's why I want you to use it. So 24 times 4, that gives me 96. So going back, it was 25. You guys are like, yeah, Miss Gideon's back. She always makes mistakes. So let's try 25 times 4. And if I was thinking quarters, I would know that that was 100. So we go back here and we have 25 times 4 equals 100. I'm going to bring my plus down. Now I'm going to do 20 times 6. So 20 times 6, and that gives me 120. So I'm going to put 120 right here, 20 times 6. And then I just follow the order of operations for math. So 100 plus 120 is 220. So the dollars that he earns is 220. The next one I want to show you, it has a square in it, so I wanted to show you how to do that. So let's read the problem. A competitive cliff diver jumps from the height of 75 feet. That's kind of high. Find the number of feet the diver is above the ocean in seconds. Evaluate for t equals 2 using the formula 75 minus 16 t squared, where t is the time in seconds. So again, they're giving you a formula, they're giving you a value, you just have to plug that value in. So I'm going to write the formula, 75 minus 16, it's going to be times t squared. And this square only goes with the letter t, not the 16. If it went with the 16, you would see like a parenthesis right here. But it's not there. All right, so let's get this done. So I'm going to bring down my 75 and my minus sign and my 16 because I need to know what the t is. What do they tell you? The t is seconds. T is 2. So I'm going to put parenthesis times 2 and my square because remember the square only goes with the letter t. So working the order of operations, I have 75 minus 16. 2 squared means 2 times 2, which is 4. So I've got 16 times 4. So order of operations, I've got to do my parentheses first. So I'm going to bring my 75 minus down, and I'm going to do 16 times 4. So 16 times 4, 16, oh my gosh, 16 times 4. That's 64. So here I'm going to put 64. And then 75 minus 64, you can use the calculator if you want, but let's do it by hand here. 5 take away 4 is 1. 7 take away 6 is 1. So you have 11. So 11 seconds. So I wanted to show you how to do the squared thing. Ask me in live lesson. I'll be there Monday, and if you still have a problem. And then the final one I want to do is something that has parentheses in it too. I did put on the orientation page for lesson 1 the PEMDAS song, so you could go back and refer to that if you need it. So let's see what this one says. Gabrielle wants to put a border around her garden. It cost $1.50 per yard for the materials. Use, now they're giving me a formula again, 1.50 times the quantity, that's what the parentheses is, 2L plus 2W. Don't get freaked out by how big it is. It's really easy. I'll show you how to do it. Where L is the length, W is the width of her garden. To find the cost of the garden that has a length of 4 yards and a width of 3 yards. So L, the length is going to be 4 yards, right? That's what it tells us. The width is going to be 3 yards. That's what it tells us right here in the problem. 3 yards and 4 yards. So now what do? That's it. You write the formula out. 1.50 times the quantity 2L plus 2W. Next, you have to fill in the variables. We've got L goes here is 4, and then you've got your W, your 3 is going to go here. So again, I'm going to rewrite the problem. You're less likely to make mistakes if you follow these directions. 2, L is 4, so I'm going to 2 times 4. Remember, when they're squished together, it means times. Plus 2, and then W is 3. And this whole thing is in a set of parentheses. So follow the order of operations. I keep my $1.50 or $1.50, and I'm going to do my parentheses. I have 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 times 3 is 6, and I've got that quantity still in parentheses. I have to complete this before I do my multiplication. So $1.50, 8 plus 16 plus 6 is 14. Sorry about that. So now I can do $1.50 times 14. And I just say $1.50 because that's what's coming. $1.50. 1.50. 1.50 times, what was that? Miss Gideon can't remember anything. 14. I knew you were saying, come on, Miss Gideon. But that is 21. 1.50 times 14 is 21. So you put that right here. So 21. And we are talking about dollars. So I think they already give you the dollar sign, so you should have to enter the 21. And this is problem 5 on the practice. Come to live lesson, ask me questions at the end. I'm here to help. Talk to you soon. Miss Gideon out.